I decided I needed a new camera, and this is it. This is a JVC Vario, and the model number is GZ R440. Now, this is my old camera, the Sony Handycam, which most everybody's familiar with. And I've had no problems with the video quality on this or ease of handling it or anything like that. It's a good little camera, drops in your pocket, but it's not waterproof or shockproof. And I spent a lot of time in rainy weather and out trail riding, falling into mud holes and everything. I was always worried I was going to bust this. So, decided to upgrade. Now this one is supposed to be waterproof to 16 feet and shockproof for a 5-foot drop. And I'm not going to deliberately drop it in a swimming pool or drop it in a rock just to find that out. Show you some differences about these two. First thing is the size. JVC is considerably bigger in length and width than the Sony. A little bit heavier too. I haven't, you can look up the specs on them, but it's noticeably heavier. On the Sony, you got 30 power lens. On the JVC, it's 60 power. Now that's optical out to 40, and the rest of it is digital. On the Sony, the zoom, that slide goes sideways. On the JVC, you got a toggle bar right there. And it works very good. My fingers fit right on it. I actually prefer it to the Sony's. The Sony has the lens cover with a lever on the side to open and close it. The JVC, being waterproof, if you had a mechanical cover like that, you'd get water and mud in there. So they included a snap-on dust cover with a lanyard so you don't lose it. You just squeeze these tabs to take it off. It's on there pretty solid. Sony has removable battery. Now, I've never been impressed with the battery life in this. Most I got out of it was about 2 hours, and if you're using a zoom, it goes down fast, but it is replaceable. JVC has a built-in battery. They claim it's good for 5 hours, depending on how much you use the zoom. Sony uses toggle buttons. No problem with that. JVC is a touch screen. Now they claim you can use this with gloves on. But personally, I doubt it. The screen is not really that sensitive. Sometimes I gotta double tap on it. I'd be very leery about using it with gloves on, particularly since my gloves are usually full of dirt and I wouldn't want to scratch it up or anything. But it is easier to use than the toggle. Now this strap, I don't care for this thing they got on there. I'd prefer something like that. This is just too big, it flops around. Every now and then you snag it, and this is Velcro here. You know, pull apart unless you got her really squeezed down. Now to get to the innards on this, got to open that screen, hold down the locking tab there, pull that sideways gently, and then open it up. And there's your memory card and the USB port and the rest of it. This is a fairly flimsy hinge arrangement there. Spring-loaded, as you can see. And it takes a reasonably firm push just to open it, and push it back down and slide it in. So if you're kind of ham-handed with it, I'd be leery of that breaking on you. This has got the usual bells and whistles. It doesn't have a Bluetooth connection that I've been able to find. I haven't been able to find anything to adjust the screen sensitivity here for the touch screen. You have to download the full manual, and I've been all through it and haven't got all the things figured out, but I've shot some clips with it, and it seems to work okay. I'm not going to argue on video quality or pixels or anything like that. It does what I want to do. It takes just as good a video as the Handycam. There is some noise from the zoom. It's fairly noticeable. One review that I read on the Avaro series said that the audio on this Avaro series was not very good. It was muffled. But I haven't noticed anything like that, except for the noise from the zoom. So I've been happy with this so far. It's a little too big to drop in the pocket, like this one is. It won't fit in my jeans pocket very well, but it'll drop in a jacket pocket. Of course, all my jackets got big pockets, but it's handy for that. And with that zoom, it'll reach out and touch you. Pretty good zoom lens on there. Now, who would buy something like this? This one will shoot good videos. It's good for the kid's birthday party, the backyard, or basketball game, something like that. But it's not something you'd bash around much. You wouldn't want to take this out in the rain or something like anything where it's going to get bashed around. It's just not built for it. This is for people that are hiking, hunting, ATVing, anywhere you're around mud, dust, water. It's gonna, looks like it'll stand up to it pretty good. This one will save you money. This one will save your video. And if you haven't got it on video, it didn't happen. This is just a little test of the low light and zoom in. It's just after dawn. There's a heavy snow. Got about 6 inches so far. I wouldn't be out here with my handy cam, of course, because it's not waterproof. And getting snowed on it isn't a good idea. You can't see it in here, but I got a bunch of snow on top of this camera already. Well, it's the day after the snowstorm, and the sun is shining. We're kind of in the shadows here of the mountain, but that mountain over there is about 3 miles away. Try zooming in on it. That's a pretty good zoom. I've noticed there is some noise from the zoom motor. There he is. Old otter swimming around over there. That's Spike Island, about a mile from where I'm standing. Yeah, not a mile in a straight line, it's a mile by road. I think I'm going to be very happy with this camera.